Hey guys, happy end of July. We're now coming to August. Next week, we're in August. You guys are here. How's it going? But thank you guys for being here, for being in a space that gives you inspiration on work, job, career, purpose, hustle, and marriage, life, parenting, motherhood, though, love, relationships. You guys have absolutely enjoyed this series. Gosh, guys, like I'm like, now I know what my people like to hear from me. Wow. Anyway, grab your cup of coffee or tea or juice or whatever it is you like to drink, your pen, your paper, and let's talk. Today, I spoke to the single ladies, the ladies that were courting, the ladies that were married, and today I would like to talk about the self-skill I feel that you need when you become a mother. This one I learned only recently. I think I learned was it last year or this year? Last year, I think. Last year. And the self-skill I want to talk about today is self-care. Self-care is the activities or the stuff that you do that are meant just for you, for your purpose of indulgence, for your selfish self, for your selfish gain, for you. Isn't it almost like an oxymoron how I can tell you when you have children you need to be selfish? Yeah, seriously. The thing about children is that when they come, they take over our world. And you have to steal moments of self-care. The truth is, even if children need you, you need you. It's just the absolute reality. And like I said, I only just found this out last year. So I struggled with so many emotions and thoughts and feelings and behaviors for almost over 6 years, by virtue of the fact that the children had come into my life and I wasn't taking care of myself. A happy mom is a happy child. You can't give from an empty well, and you need to start to learn to fill into your cup, right? This is a point where it's more than just what happens spiritually with God filling your cup and giving you, all of these spiritual gifts and things to fill you up and peace and all of. There's some things that you need in the human form, like as a physical being, as a body that exists on earth. You need to care for yourself. You need to fill up your well emotionally, physically, intellectually. You need to care for yourself. You need to do things that replenish your body, your soul, your spirit, things that replenish you, that feed into you. You need to be selfish enough to get from yourself, because everybody else is. Your parents are going to get from you, your siblings are going to get from you, your workplace is getting from you, your friends are getting from you, your colleagues are getting from you, your children are getting from you, your significant other is getting from you, your home is getting from you. Everyone is taking from you. Who's feeding into you? And whose role is it to feed into you? Because you can't cry foul. That's the truth. As an adult, you can't cry foul and cry, why aren't people feeding into you? You need to feed into yourself. Now, last year when I learned this, I was like, yo, why aren't we told this information? Or when we are told, why don't we even take it seriously, guys? What's up with us? Why do we feel like we have to save the world? I mean, we can save the world, but why do we feel like we have to save the world and we don't take care of ourselves? Now, if you don't, there's some 4 good emotions you have to take note of that you might experience as a sign or a cue that you're not taking care of yourself. 1 is overwhelm. 2 is tiredness. 3 is guilt. 4 is depression. Those 4 are your cue and your sign that you're not taking care of yourself. Now, for me, by the time I learned about self-care last year, I was in over my head. All of these 4 emotions were, and I had just gone through a depression bout of like 2 years or 1.5 years. And it was clear that I was not taking care of myself. And so I just thank God for Bump Love, because it was when we had to do a show on self-care that I learned what self-care was. Knowing that I needed to take care of myself for me to be able to give to people. And by the time I'm giving to all these people, I need to fill myself up to the full, to the brim, and even running over. And so I started to schedule my self-care. So my question to you right now, before you then schedule your self-care, is what is self-care for you? Because you need to find out what your self-care is. I remember sharing my experience on Bump Love. I'll leave a link to Bump Love. I remember wondering to myself, what exactly is self-care to me? What is it that I can do that is selfishly mine, that is selfishly indulgent? And I want you to know that there is a long array of activities that you can do that are self-care. And they're different for different people. There's people who cook because they absolutely love cooking. Cooking just soothes them, soothes their soul and fills them up. There's people that love to clean. Like as long as they clean, they feel a certain way. There's people that love to go to the spa. Now, raise your hands if you like that, because that's me. Self-care for me is going to the spa, somebody touching my hair, my face, my body, somebody kneading my body, making me feel better. For me, that is self-care. Like, I'm like, wow. People waiting on me is self-care for me. Like going to a hotel is self-care for me, because someone is preparing my meals, someone is making my bed, someone is picking up after me. Having someone picking up after me, for me now, not for me now, for me is self-care. Some people self-care with movies. Now, I don't self-care with movies because the way my character is when you switch on a movie, I choose the character that I am going to be immediately. I become that character. I start solving the problem in the movie. Like for me, movies whack my head, right? So movies are absolutely not the thing for me. For some people, it's social media. For me, it's not. I can't rest. Like my social media doesn't make me rest. It doesn't. When I'm watching, I'm getting ideas. My head is turning around. I'm looking for I'm finding out there's a new way I can do something. I've seen what someone has done and I'm like, oh, I can do it like this. Oh, what a brilliant idea. Let me contact them. Let me talk to them. Let me partner with them. For me, social media is the last self-care thing that I can do. Other people, it's going to the toilet. Yeah. Going to the toilet for the long one. I am half there, I think. I think I'm those ones-ish. You should see me preparing to go to the toilet. I'm like, people, I'm out. Don't look for me, because I'm going to be busy doing what? Pooping. And I enjoy it because I feel so clean. I relish it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so pooping. Other people enjoy taking a shower. Now me, I enjoy taking a bath. Gosh, guys. I enjoy taking a bath. Even just, anyway, showering for me in general is such self-care for me. Like, having to take off my clothes and having to nourish my skin, feed my skin with something to clean it, a cleanser, then a moisturizer and a steam, and anything that makes me feel clean, like I'm removing, like I'm detoxifying, those make me, like, that for me is actual self-care. Removing toxins, that for me is self-care. So taking a shower, taking a bath, doing like my home-based spas, DIY spas, those for me are self-care. And you need to look for what does the magic for you. For other people, it's eating. I don't like that one. It shouldn't be. Please, let it not be your self-care. Because, anyway, I can't judge. Let me keep quiet. Because there was a time it was self-care for me. So I don't know what your self-care is. If it's eating, if it's drinking, if it's going out for the night and dancing. Woo! That one's also mine. It's just that I can't do it anymore. But going out and dancing the entire night. Like, I would dance with my girls when we're on campus. I'm just remembering and I'm like, wow. We were such dancers. We didn't care to drink. We didn't care to eat. We'd wear jeans and canvas. We'd see girls in skimpy outfits. We're like, have they come to the club? Because for us, when we come to the club, we come to dance like it's a competition. So we would dance. Now, for me, dancing did that for me. Like, you see me, I'm a dancer. I promise. I'm a dancer. I should do like a TikTok on me dancing. I think I should. But anyway, I'm a dancer, and so I love dancing. Dancing does that for me. For other people, self-care is exercising. Now, for those people, may you please give me your jeans. May your life come into mine. Like, may I give you mine? Because how does exercise become your self-care? But for some people, yes, it is. I don't know if I can ever change my mind to see exercise like that. I mean, I've shared my exercise journey with you guys. I don't necessarily absolutely love it. I have to look for ways to enjoy it. But there's people for whom exercise does it for them. And I don't know what yours is, what rocks your boat, but find out what self-care means to you. Just one activity at a time. Right? Then there's people for whom sleeping is their self-care. Raise your hands. Gerald and I are sleepers, but so is my little brother. No, not anymore. Okay, well, whatever. But anyway, sleeping for me, yeah, it's real self-care. Like, so pillows on the number of pillows on the bed, wide bed sheet, what, like, for me, sleeping a full. So let me tell you guys a story. There's a time I went to the club with my friends. 3 a.m. when they wanted to leave, they couldn't find me. Why couldn't they find me? They didn't know I was asleep on a base bin. What time did they find me? At 7 a.m. Friends, I slept in a club on a base bin. Like, who does that? Like, you know, shaking the head asleep. Because for me, sleep is legit. There is other people who shopping is their self-care. Raise your hands. Yeah. No, shopping. People shopping. There are times I go shopping with no money. Like, I just go to look so that in the future when I get the money, that's what I'll buy, or at least that's the place I'll go to. I call it supermarket browsing. I think you guys have experienced me supermarket browsing. I swear. Like, I go in and I imagine that I already have this stuff, and the things it does to me, like, I feel, woo! Just the other day, I was going to see somebody. There are times I'll just go and stop at a supermarket. I'm like, that looks like an interesting supermarket. And I go in and browse. I've learned, of course, to control myself and my wallet and not buy stuff. But the truth is, it's very soothing for me. It's very soothing for me to see stuff and say, oh, that's nice, that's sweet. Oh, I could have this in my home. Oh, it would look nice at my dining. It would look nice even if I'm not going to buy. So there's guys, though, who are not like me, who browsing doesn't work. They have to really spend their time and have shopping bags. That's when they feel self-care. Friends, I feel you. I'm with you. And then there's those driving for long distances, going absolutely nowhere. Raise your hands because I'm among them. Like, there were times I would tell Brian, let's just drive. He's like, to where? I'm like, can we just drive on a long road, a long winding road to absolutely nowhere? And Brian would look at me like, okay, so I don't like to drive. I just like to be driven. I like to be in motion. For me, that's a lot of self-care. As long as I'm seeing mountains and natural vegetation, some people going and sitting by a lake is self-care. So, you catch my drift. You know where I'm going with this, right? But let's talk about the tips. Now that you've found out what your self-care is, I want to share with you some tips on self-care. One, it's got to be activity without the children. So let your children know that mommy is going to replenish, mommy is going to give to herself, mommy is going to take care of herself so that when she comes back, she can take care of you. I mean, some people, like me, going away for a few days on end replenishes me. So when I'm going away, I tell them I'm going away to take care of myself or for somebody to take care of me so that when I come back, I can take better care of you. And these days when they see me like getting angry and upset and I'm just shouting and I'm irritable, after I've cooled down, they'll come and say, Mommy, do you need to go to a hotel? Because they're just like, yeah, it's clear. Something here is amiss, right? So anyway, do it away from your children and let them know that this is what's going to happen. I need to take care of myself so I can come back and take care of you. 2, schedule your self-care. Schedule your self-care. Please put yourself first so that you can put the people that are important to you next. Schedule your self-care. Put it on your calendar. I have a self-care Saturday every month. Every month. Everyone at home is aware of that day. That day, I do self-grooming. I go from doing my waxing, I go into doing my hair, I do a facial, I do a massage. Like my nails, they scrub, I have that one day and it starts very early in the morning because I want to maximize my time, right? So, please, if there's any tip that I can give you in this period, friend, darling, girlfriend, it is to schedule your self-care. Let the people around you know. Let your significant others know. Let your children know and make it consistent. That's the next tip. Make your self-care consistent so that you're constantly filling up your cup. Make it consistent. Make it monthly. I mean, while I say that I have a self-care day every month, the truth is I also have a self-care day every week. And I have a self-care moment every day. When I say I have a self-care moment every day, it happens twice a day. That's when I shower in the morning and in the evening. I light up candles. I use soap that smells good. I enjoy the moment, which is the next tip, but let me, sorry, I've said it quickly, but I relish the moment. You know what I mean? So I schedule, like now I know when I'm going to shower, that's my self-care time. I let the kids know, guys, I'm off to take a shower. And I have found that it is important for it to be consistent. Let it be consistent so that you're constantly full up as an individual, as a mom, right? So have a moment every day. Have a moment every week. Mine is Sunday. So like for example, this Sunday, I'm going to do my DIY home spa. I'll do a DIY body scrub and body spa. Like have those moments that are yours to do what is self-care for you. But have a moment daily, have a moment weekly. Mine is Sunday evening as I prepare for the week, right? And then have for the month. I also do have quarterly because I'm extra like that. I have quarterly and then I have annually, right? So schedule your self-care. The third tip that I have is relish. Enjoy it. Indulge. Don't be guilty. Dig into your self-care. Dig in 100%, so that if you are to fill up your cup up to half, just by virtue of the fact that you're enjoying the moment, it fills to the brim. You guys, you should see me. I don't know, I keep saying that. I think the only person who can understand it or explain it ever is Brian. When I'm taking a shower, sometimes even me, I'm just like, Manuela, people can't be like this. You can't do this, Manuela. Because honestly, when I'm going to take a shower, it's an occasion at mine. I will wake up early if I have to. Yeah. I will do anything possible to ensure that my shower experience is a good one, because it's what wakes me up in the morning or gets me set up for the day, but it's also what closes up my day. So for me, it's extremely important. Enjoy your self-care. Indulge in your self-care. And the last and final tip I have for self-care is to invest in your self-care. Invest in it. Invest in it. You need it. You work so hard, mama. You do. You really do. Invest in it. Get some money there and buy a bath wax. Get some money there, buy a bath salt. Get some money there, buy a candle. Get some money there, get that expensive moisturizer. Get some money there and go to a guy that does your nails amazing. Get some money there. Invest in your self-care, because honey, you need it. You need it. Don't be extravagant. I'm not saying be extravagant. I'm just saying invest in you. I keep saying I can't wait for the time we move to our new home. I don't know what I'm going to do to that bathroom, because I mean, I'm like, man, invest in your self-care. You should see me keeping my money for my self-care Saturday once a month. I'm like, hey, I'm coming for my self-care. So, guess what? We've come to the end of July. We're starting August, and August will be our final month that we talk about life before we start talking about balance in the final months of September, October, November, and December. Again, if you love this content, like, comment, subscribe, share, guys, share. Thank you so much for how far we've come. And because of how far we've come and in support of this channel, please watch the ad at the end of this video. See you guys. Bye-bye.